with Abundance Show of Mr. Zafar, Sir Zafar of the Great Global Abundance Organization TV. How are you doing today, Zafar?
I am just kicking and I'm motivated. I'm back to
Excellent.
business and back on my hot seat.
Excellent, excellent. So let's jump into it as we have a little bit of time. I want you to share with the audience what gets you going in the morning to get you ready for an abundant day.
Yeah, I mean every day it shines with a hope, and you've got hope. Then you that makes your day bright. And when there's no hope, you can't even walk. I mean, so every day brings you a new hope. And till you're breathing, till you're alive, so there is hope. And then when there is hope, that fills me. I mean, that gets me joy and power. And now, since I have abundance, massively transformative purpose, so I want people of the earth to be the citizen of the earth and be the resident of the country you are, but I mean be the citizen of the globe. So we are global citizen, and I am on the way towards peace, prosperity, and research. And I want to create abundance, world of abundance through possibilities and through technology and through
Excellent.
innovation.
Zafar, share with the audience what is something you tell yourself every morning and before you go to bed on that keeps you motivated and going and conducting all these interviews, shows, and organizations. What is one of your mantras that you speak of in the morning and the evening?
Yeah, maybe the risk. I've wasted a lot of time in my life. Almost, I have wasted my whole like 47 years of my life. But now, I mean, whatever time is left, I want to make best use of this. And I mean, you cannot make best use of anything without power and force and energy. And no energy can be generated without hope and without a massively transformative purpose. It has to be a massive. It has to be a transformative. And as per Peter Diamandis says, there are 2 days important in your life. One, you're born, and the other, why. You find why you are born, why are you here, why God has sent you on the face of earth, why are you here to take this human experience and go back to where you've come from. So I mean that gives me a lot of power, energy, and that gets me going every day. And now for sure I've got kids too. I mean mine kids, and I see all kids as my own kids. So if I see all kids as my own kids, so then I need to work a lot. And for the most important thing is which is most difficult is change. If somebody says that the rock has changed its place or the mountain has moved away from its place, you can believe, but you can't believe if somebody's nature has been changed. So I mean the change is most difficult thing in one's life. People do not change. I do not want to change. Despite the fact I see you from victim to victorious. I see you from wreck to healthy, wealthy, and I see you. You've come across long journey, and I see you have crossed your all. You have pushed yourself to the limits, and now you are a very strong and vibrant lady. And you are not only you have changed your own life, but you are changing millions' life. I mean, your words are very important, and to me, the words are very important. And that's what I'll keep saying to last breath of my life, that please be abundant, don't be scarce, do not kill each other, just respect the differences and enjoy the common things. Over to
Excellent
you.
question, excellent answer, excellent response. I love the abundance mentality. The reference that you made that all children are your children and leading by example, not by words. Love it, love it, love it. For those individuals who are at war right now, whether it be India and Asia, whether it be within the continents, within the world, within their home, within their families, within their businesses, what would be a statement that you can help individuals see the light as opposed to war as to finding resolve?
Yeah, I mean, I have just started this global abundance organization just because I want to channelize all those resources which are being used on killing each other, towards loving each other, towards prosperity and peace. I mean, anything, the all resources that are going towards war, we need to channelize them to resources to abundance. Why do why nations went to war? Just because to grab your resources, just to grab, I mean, to get the control of the world. And the history has proven that you can govern through hearts. You cannot govern through force. Look at the nations who are the leaders. Look at the leaders who are leaders. The leaders are just they are leaders just because they have government on your at your hearts, in your hearts. They look. I mean, if you love somebody and you love your loved ones,
Mhm.
surely, then you can give and take life
Right.
out of love. And if I ask you and I order you, since I order you, I am Zafar, I am king, I am such and such thing, you do this, you won't, I mean, get me a glass of water
Right.
even. Just because, I mean, out of order, you'll simply say, come on, that this is my life. I do everything for myself. Who the hell you are? So, but if I respectfully, I give you lots of respect. I surely I have huge prestige, your prestige in my heart, and I should. So what you'll do, you'll say, "Come, Zafar, everything, mine, everything is yours." And if we are like even in Asia, if we are at friendship, we are together. Everybody will be presenting his best things to you. This country would be presenting best thing to them, and they will be. And look at there are certain sectarians. Like, I mean, there are certain sects. I mean, they do it for each other. Even I mean, I have been interviewing, and you know, on this Saturday, on this
Mm.
Sunday, one of the Indian fellow in
Mhm.
Canada, he was on marathon walk, and he walked for 10 hours, and he was holding Pakistani and Indian flag, and it was for the peace prosperity. And he was the one, he was telling that to soothe between two countries. If you have some regrets, so if you are angry on India, so I am here for the walk. And he got me the promise. I was running for him
Mm.
today. So just because I promised him. So we were, the people are very close. And we went for 1.5 hour marathon interview, and he was all the time walking. I was picturizing him, and there were people in from my side. And I just took some hardcore religious persons also, so that they should. And there was a lady, Afifa Usman. I would ask you rather to interview her. She'll be interviewing you too also. So she comes from a very religious family, presented her life and herself. Told the doctor. Then I asked that, go and ask this lady. Either she's suppressed or happy with her husband or his father and his family or not. And similarly, I would request US also, please do not wage wars anymore. Just because American people's hard-earned money is not that cheap to that go for in bullets and killing others. And even in the people of Gaza, look at the small kids, women, and they do not have anything for their defense. I mean, come on, whosoever, I mean, powerful person will never, ever, ever go for any person who do not have the arms, even if he's huge, he's macho man, and whosoever, healthy, wealthy person. So, but I mean, look at those kids. I mean, they can't defend them. They are they have nothing in their defense. Everything that we've been listening, that they are disturbing the peace of Israel, they are attacking Israel. And where are those weapons now when they are actually needed?
Mm.
Is there any sane mind who's convinced that they've got a lot of weapons and everything, and now they now, I mean, the children are being killed, women and kids and old person, they are being killed, and there is nothing for in their defense. I mean, how about now? Where are those weapons? And look at the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, and look at what has happened to Afghanistan. I mean, what? I mean, how come they could do this? I would really request this is not this is not only the wealth the countries fight for. It is the mental scarcity.
Mhm.
It is the mental, I would say, negativity that takes you on invasion other nations and invasion other countries. And this I we I grown up with an idea that Europe and America always say that Muslims were invaders, Muslims were cruel, and they went and they did. And if they were so, and how about Europe and America
mm,
now? I mean, look what's happening. What's happening in Gaza? What's happening in Kashmir, Indian occupied Kashmir? And you see in different part of the world. And then no sane nation is coming to the forward foot, and no one is putting the best foot forward to secure these nations. And that's, I mean, the people now, since governments and politicians, they are not taking their responsibility. So this is responsibility of the people, normal people, the grassrooters like you and
mm,
me. Now this is our responsibility now to stand up and be
mm,
voice them. And just we are here to tell the people of the globe that, come on. I mean, if you are still ignorant of the fact that, I mean, if there was Hamas in Gaza whatsoever, I mean, but look at I mean, it's all completely abolished. They have raised everything
mm,
there now. And nobody is speaking. Even Muslim countries are not speaking. So I mean, this is what, I mean, makes me make this global abundance organization. This is what, I mean. And there is, look at those countries who go on war. Look, have you ever been to the rehabilitation
mhm,
centers? Look at the, even in, if you see and go to the American hospitals and look at them. Those who get they are get torn into pieces while there are
mm,
blasts. Go to those people who belongs to army, and they go for even such
mhm,
projects. I mean, this, there is no win in the war. There is no win. Somebody has bigger loss, somebody has smaller loss. Now, even I am making my own people understand that, look, nobody can win a
mm,
war. You both, this is lose lose. Somebody lose less and somebody lose more, but lose, this is no win.
mhm,
Come on, look at
mhm,
America bombing uh,
mhm,
Japan. Japan has lost it.
mhm,
What Japan has lost? Nothing. Japan is the most developed nation on the face of earth. Japanese are most honest people. Japanese are the most, uh, they are high in
mhm,
character. They are, I mean, look at there's no crime, there is no robberies. There are, I mean, did you ever hear anything that there has been blasts and this? I think that's one of the most peaceful nation. And there was point of time then when we were bombing
mm.
them. I mean, who's right and who's wrong? I mean, this is just a narrative. So let's live in peace. I would again say, let's respect the differences and enjoy the commonalities. Over to you.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, that's from Zafar, and I apologize that we have a few more minutes, but this is really impactful, and I believe if we get to the root cause of the commonalities, respecting the commonalities, as you've seen, I've spoken on every continent. I've connected very well with Zafar and his abundance and the mindset, that mind shift that regardless, war is not the answer. Let's find the commonality in between us. Let's raise the vibration of humanity and frequency and elevation and see the gifts that each other possess and the gifts that we can give. Last question, because this is just amazing. And I really encourage you to connect with Zafar on his mission, on his message, and on his movement of Global Abundance Organization TV. The last question I have, just to be respectful and mindful of time for both of us, and then we'll reconnect tomorrow, is if there is one thing that you can rest assured for the young children of the world, whether they're 5, 50, or 100, what would be that statement that you can give to them to have them solace, peace, and faith that things are going to eventually get better with the proper mindset? Over to you.
This is very difficult, because this is what the in fact this is the real solution. that we need to nurture, and we need to direct young ones, because it is very difficult to unlearn and relearn. Like, I mean, in my age, people do not unlearn. I mean, this is the most, because I believe today's literate person is not the one who's got
Mhm.
degrees. Today's literate person is the one who can
Mhm.
unlearn and then relearn, not the person who's got doctorate and PhD or doctor MBBS degree, or like other professionals degrees. They are all respectable, but the actual literate person is the one who can unlearn and then relearn. So okay, but this is very difficult now. The hope is the new kid. Every kid is born that gives that, just because God has not given up a hope on humanity,
Mhm.
because the day God gives up on us, it will be the day that no kid will be born.
Excellent.
That's my
Excellent.
belief.
Ladies and
That's
gentlemen,
my
it has
belief.
been with
So
Safar. Thank you so much for your time. See us same place, same time tomorrow. Thank you so much, Safar. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Assalamu